Hi Capricorn, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I just want to give you guys a special shout out. The Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, have really been interacting with my videos. You guys have really helped me to grow my channel and get more views. All of your interactions push the videos out, right? I say that in every video I make. So I really do appreciate you guys doing that for me. It has really helped my channel to grow, but as well, like people are getting the messages, right? And I love that because that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to be able to help people. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so very much. I'm thinking about doing like a little friendly competition between the earth signs, and whoever likes videos or comments more, then I will do like a special reading for you guys, just so kind of encourages you, but it's also fun for me because, it's going to help grow my channel even more. But I just thought it'd be fun to do something for you guys. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get back into the tarot here. So I'm going to pull the traditional Celtic cross spread like always. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you're here because this was in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot. I also have oracle decks that we will pull in the extended. We'll get clarifiers and go deeper into the message, kind of see what you don't see coming in the extended. You're welcome to join the membership, or you can purchase the one video through the link down below in the comments. It'll be through Patreon, but I'll post that down below. So as always, definitely like the video, subscribe if you like the messages. Again, all that interaction really helps me to grow, but it, pushes the messages out there for others to get as well. So I'm a Capricorn cusper, so sometimes these messages can kind of resonate, and I get little small messages for myself as well. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is grounded, stable energy, right? So Pentacles are that earth energy. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is very much you embracing this Queen of Pentacles, embracing who you are, standing in your power, right? I know a lot of tarot readers say that, but for me, that means you like really owning who you are and being self-confident and knowing the direction you want to take, knowing what your goals are in life, right? Like just really stepping into who you are as a person and following your spiritual path, trusting your intuition, staying grounded and nurturing yourself, right? She is very dependable. She's very generous. Again, that grounded earth energy takes care of her body, mind, and spirit here. So I feel like this is just very much you, like really feeling empowered or really stepping into who you are here on your spiritual path. I really love that energy. And then like the rabbit here is like things growing rapidly, because again, with the pentacles, it is about the prosperity and stability. So things could be like growing rapidly as well. Prosperity or abundance coming in very quickly, very fertile energy. Could be a very fertile time for you. So I love that that came out as the underlying energy. The situation is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is traditions, belief systems, right? This is that bridge between heaven and earth and having that connection with the divine. But the Hierophant is a teacher, right? So this could be like you becoming a teacher, again, with that standing in your power and really knowing who you are. Maybe you are wanting to become a teacher, or this could be about you wanting a mentor, right? Because again, the Hierophant is that person that is connected to the divine, and they have that teacher mentality or mentor mentality. So again, this can be about deepening like your spirituality, maybe studying like the foundations of spiritual knowledge, like healing modalities, taking courses, and just like remaining open to new ways of learning and new ways of connecting spiritually, right? I feel like this is you kind of stepping into like this Hierophant energy, this mentor teacher energy. This is you because you know who you are here, right? Again, that stepping into your power. I really love that. Maybe being a guru And this doesn't even have to be teaching spirituality, right? Like maybe you teach Reiki or yoga, whatever it is. So the blockage here is the Emperor. I wanted to say the Hierophant again. It's the Emperor. So the Emperor is very much like this inspired action, personal power. You know, we keep talking about power and stepping into who you are and that sort of thing. So, you know, that's that healthy, divine, masculine energy, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But you're taking action from a place of power and not reacting from like a place of fear, right? But when this is in the blockage, I feel like this is a disconnection from your personal power, and you not having the ability to take that inspired action, that bold, assertive, masculine energy flow, right? Standing up for yourself, taking control of situations, maybe feeling a little defensive here. I feel like maybe this is you not having the confidence to kind of step into this teacher role, right? Like maybe not being able to step into who you are, feeling disempowered, right? I would encourage you to do meditations or like affirmations for self-empowerment, and that's going to really kind of help you take control. You might be feeling like you don't have control, right? You're imbalanced, but you don't have enough control to kind of step into this teacher role here that's calling to you. I feel like something's calling to you here. So the root cause of this right here is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about balance. It's about stability, prioritizing. So maybe you're not prioritizing yourself, like your self-empowerment, and prioritizing your spiritual path or your spiritual connection, right? Which can leave you feeling disempowered when you don't feel connected to spirit. But you know, this is like balancing your schedule and your personal obligations, balancing finances, balancing, you know, your connection to spirit, and then being here in the 3D, right? So this is very much like just needing to have that stability, balance yourself, and kind of go with the flow, right? On this card, I always see the ships in the background, like going up and down, right? Like healing is not linear. Like you can still be a guide, a teacher, a guru, and not be completely healed or not know everything, right? You could never know everything there is to know spiritually. It'll never happen. And anybody that tells you otherwise is lying to themselves and everyone else, right? Like you can be very knowledgeable, yes, but you will never know everything. So, you know, this is about the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of life, and needing to balance that out and remain stable throughout those ups and downs. And just know that, you know, it's not about perfectionism. It's about going with the flow and then prioritizing what is most important here. And I feel like that's your spiritual practice, right? Like this teacher that you're stepping in to be here. So in the recent past, what is affecting this situation is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is a gift from spirit. This is about emotional new beginning. This, again, could be opening up to your intuition. So if you're wanting to be some kind of spiritual teacher, you could have opened up to, you know, spiritual messages. This could be, you know, like mediumship or just some kind of personal development for your emotional well-being. But there definitely was like this offer of a new beginning in the recent past. And maybe you're just not feeling like you have the capacity to handle this right now, right? Again, not feeling in control, not feeling empowered to step into this role. For whatever reason, that could be different for each of you, right? It could just be about self-confidence. It could be something that happened in the past. Maybe, you know, it's just a need to really prioritize you. Maybe that's difficult for you to focus on self, right? That's really interesting because, you know, there's this call for spirituality to, you know, step into your intuition. Maybe you were given these gifts and you're just not feeling like you can balance that, right? A lot of times when we go through spiritual awakening or like channeling, I know sometimes when I open up to channeling, it's hard to balance that with like the 3D. Like you have to work, right? You have to go to work, you have kids, you have this life, but yet you're getting these messages as well. So it's like needing to balance all of that. And that could get very overwhelming and kind of feel disempowering. I completely understand that. So that may be what you're going through right here. So the message from your higher self or from your spirit guides is the Page of Cups. This is like that new, fresh, childlike energy, right? Like creativity and being playful, finding your inner child, right? And then having fun with it, being creative with it. It's being open to a new emotional experience. I feel like this is trying to come through for you, and you're just not feeling like you can handle it for whatever reason. Again, it'll be different for each of you, but he's very grounded and feels free to express himself, but he is open to messages, open to intuitive messages, right? Like being open to messages from spirit here and remaining playful and creative while kind of expressing yourself, listening to your instincts, listening to your intuition, and then, maybe taking on this new creative approach. Like the curiosity of a child, right? Just being very childlike, very playful. I feel very giddy. So kind of like a little kid, right? Like maybe tapping into your inner child here, I feel like would be important. And then being open to any messages you receive from spirit here. So in the immediate future, we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a difficult decision, right? Like this is needing to make some sort of choice. Twos are all about balance and choice. So you can also be self-protecting. She's very closed off. She is covering her heart chakra, right? She has those swords crossed over her chest, kind of blocking, which is blocked intuition, right? Maybe like fearing opening up because of a past pain. So you're kind of protecting yourself. Again, you don't feel confident enough. You don't feel in control enough. Like you can handle this, right? And I feel like you can. It's just needing to believe in yourself here. But this is, you could be very closed off, or you could be needing to make a decision to trust your intuition and see things for what they are, right? She's got this blindfold on, like she's not seeing the situation for what it is. Like she's staying stuck in a holding pattern. So like, reach out and ask for help too. That'll kind of help ease your mind. But when you listen to your own intuition and you take action based on your own free will, that's what's going to provide you with some sort of relief here, that self-empowerment, that stepping into who you are. So, if you're feeling like you're taking on too much and you can't prioritize, maybe kind of delegate some things here. But, just be present in the moment and don't stay stuck in, fear or choosing inaction, because that's going to cause issues in the long run, right? Like that's what causes tower moments, is that refusing to take action and make a choice here. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Judgment. You could be judging yourself, right? So the Judgment is like a rebirth, an awakening. This is very much about like accepting things for the way that they are, accepting lessons, surrendering, and then releasing that and forgiving yourself and others, right? You could be judging yourself because you don't feel like you're good enough for this. I feel like that's really what this is. But you're really needing to see things for what they are. Maybe you're not trusting your gifts. Even if you are new, it doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. I mean, people that have been doing this for years and years aren't perfect either. It's, again, never about perfection or knowing everything. So I feel like you are kind of judging yourself here, and you really need to release that. You might be repeating patterns and not seeing the lessons, not seeing what you need to see here, right? So maybe taking on too much and needing to prioritize your spiritual practice, needing to prioritize your intuition and trust those messages that are coming through to you, right? Because again, that's what leads to tower moments. When you don't listen to the messages from spirit, or you constantly repeat a lesson, you eventually get a tower moment, because that cannot sustain itself. So I'm not saying there is a tower moment, because there clearly isn't one. And you have the sun here in your energy. So you know, I just feel like you're judging yourself. Also, like, you're protected and you're watched over. I always see the archangel up here that's like waking these people up, right? You could be like awakening to, again, these gifts. Maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. That can be very jarring, right? And kind of take you out of that empowerment that you have there. But don't judge yourself. Like, don't think less of yourself, right? So in your environment, the influence is the sun. This is my favorite card in the whole deck. It's Leo energy, but the sun is about clarity, and it comes after, you kind of spend some time with yourself here. Like, this comes after the moon card. Like, after you've kind of spent time in that shadow work and those darkest parts of yourself, here comes the sun, right? So I'm not going to sing the Beatles song, even though that's what I want to do, because every tarot reader does that, and I won't do it. But this is like clarity, optimism, joy, happiness, connecting with your own inner child again, because we have that kid on the horse there, right? That playfulness and like this bright light bulb moment. And then you have the judgment, which is about aha moments and awakenings, right? So I feel like there is like this things coming to light, this really like aha moment, this clarity, this knowing, right? And then the joy and happiness that comes with that. And it's very rewarding and very productive, but it's, providing that clarity in a murky situation and renewed vitality, right? Especially with consciousness, like just being happy and joyful and playful. Again, I keep thinking playful when I think of the Page of Cups in this card. So definitely maybe doing like what makes your inner child happy, right? Be playful, be creative, paint, go roller. Like, I was talking to somebody yesterday that's like 22. She was talking about roller skating, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't gone roller skating in forever. Like, that just sounds fun, right? Like, I would fall and completely break my tailbone, so I won't do it, but it sounds fun, right? Like, it's go do something that's fun. Tap into your inner child, draw, paint, create something, make jewelry, do like go play with beads or something, whatever you did as a kid that made you happy, do that. In your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, a gift from Spirit. So you're really hoping to get this new stable beginning. Pentacles, again, are about stability, that grounded energy. So maybe you're wanting abundance here, right? Whether that's resources, money, whatever it is. But stability could very much be on your mind. But you're wanting some kind of new stable beginning, and taking those first steps toward increasing your prosperity and cultivating greater abundance for yourself. And this is, growth and potential, and it's that whole new beginning, right? You're really wanting something stable, grounded, and long lasting, right? Like, pentacles are not going to come in and then leave, right? This is a long lasting stability. And it's also like, good health, and being healthy and being stable, grounded type of energy. So in the potential outcome, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is about choices, options. So I feel like things are kind of going to open up for you here, right? Like, you have choices, you have options here. The possibilities are endless, right? It's just about making a solid plan before you move into anything new, right? And that could be part of the fear here. But the Seven of Cups can be, the negative of this can be like illusions or confusing, right? Like, there's so many cups, like, what do you choose? And then I always see the fog, like getting lost in that fogginess or being lost in the illusion, like daydreaming. And it's good to daydream and have these dreams, but you need a solid plan, and you need to focus on one thing at a time, right? And this is about like things not materializing, right? Like, you have these gifts, you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Ace of Pentacles. These are new beginnings being handed to you by Spirit, and it's up to you to choose those, but you need a plan in place, right? Like, you take the cup, and then what, right? Like, needing to have a plan in order to move forward. And what steps do you take? Like, visualize, do like guided meditations, like we were talking about, right? Journal. I journal and meditate every day. It's as important to me as my workouts. Like, it's just that mental break that I get, and it really helps me to focus. And then I write down my ideas. I do automatic writing, which I didn't realize I was doing until about a year ago, which is really, really cool. It's like you just kind of sit down and like one day my handwriting will look completely different than the next, or even like I start out in one area and then my handwriting looks different by the end. It's really, really cool. Check that out. Maybe you do that too. But those kinds of things will really help you make plans. They not only like calm your mind and your nervous system, they will help you to create a plan, right? Because when your mind is calm, you can think straight, and then you can make choices and make plans. So yeah, I just feel like, you're going to have options opening up here, and it's just about carefully considering the cost of these dreams and what it would take to make them real, right? So you definitely have options coming in here, things opening up for you. Yeah, it's the energetic potential is amazing here. I mean, you have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles that you're calling in here for yourself. It's just about remaining optimistic and being joyful, being playful, right? So you're definitely like trying to step into this like leadership energy, right? And even leaders are playful, right? It's not all doom and gloom and seriousness all the time, right? Like, you got to have fun. But just trusting your intuition in order to do that. So I really love this. I think this is amazing. I think it's just, a matter of you having that self-confidence and really like showing up for yourself here, making a plan. Because I feel like things are opening up for you. You just need to step into your leadership and prioritize yourself and your intuition, right? That higher learning, like maybe finding a mentor to learn more about your intuition in order to strengthen it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take this into the extended. We will pull cards for what you don't see coming. We'll get some advice from Spirit. Definitely pull from some oracle cards that I have out here. If you're interested, join the membership. If you just want this one video, again, the link will be down below in the comments. If this is where we part, I hope that this message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.